Probably. All right. Good afternoon. I know it's like right smack dab in the middle of the day. Hi. Hello, everybody. I had a little no-show, so I was like, all right, I'm in the mood to read. I got a fever, and the only cure is more reading. Oh, thank you, Cinnamony. Thank you. What's up, Deej? Hi, Quartz. Yeah, I was so excited. It's always really tough, but you just kind of roll with the punches when someone doesn't show up to their reading and you're all like, you're in a state and you're ready to go. Hey, Court. Yeah, I'm back. You caught me at the beginning of my live. I just got here. So we're gonna do mini readings. I'm planning on doing somewhere between 3 to 6. 3 to 6 mini readings today. So if you would like a reading, all you have to do is go to the profile, my little link in bio, and you'll see Venmo and PayPal at the very bottom, and it'll say $22. You make a payment there, that'll hold your spot in line. Yes, 9. And we'll get started. And just a little heads up, if you are new, I'm an Akashic Records reader. I like to say that I like to give the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. And so what you'll get in the Akashic Records reading I give you is nothing but the truth. I also have mediumship and psychic abilities, so I utilize all of them. They are all a part of the same field, and tapping into all of those aspects is just getting into a different frequency. Awesome. We got Elizabeth and then Olivia. And then Olivia. Okay, so Elizabeth is first, then Olivia. And so know that I'm going to be pulling from an array of different aspects. So when you have one topic we go over, I don't have Venmo or PayPal. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know my Cash App handle offhand, so I'll just be real with you, Sergio. I don't really know what you're doing. But have fun counting, because it seems like you're having fun. Crystal is after that. Crystal is after Olivia. Ah, gotcha. What in Canada are you guys accept? What can you guys accept in Canada? I think Sergio has Tourette's. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's gonna block Sergio because that's just weird. Too much. All right, here we go. So Elizabeth is first. So Elizabeth, go ahead and text if you would rather be just here in text, or if you would want to come up on video. If you come up on video, your viewers will see you, your followers, I mean. So it depends on how private you want it to be. So go ahead and say video or text. And then Elizabeth, I need your last name as well. Awesome. What's up, Beth? Oh my goodness. I love it. My favorite. All right, here we go. Now, while I'm opening up your records, I want you to ask anything, any topic that you want. So it can be about purpose, direction in life. It can be about relationship, career, where you want to move, unconscious patterning. You know the drill. So go ahead, and you know that the more specific information you give me, the more precise it is, the more information I can give you. So I'm going to go ahead and tune in, and then go ahead and ask your question. Courtney is fourth. Courtney, you'll be fourth. I got you. All right, here we go. I'm calling in Beth Latte's spirit guides, masters, teachers, loved ones, higher self, and higher vibrational beings to come support Beth Latte's Akashic Records reading. And we thank you for this universal wisdom, for Beth Latte's highest good and for the highest good of all. And Beth Latte's Akashic Records are now open under God. Beth Latte's Akashic Records are now open under God. You know, it's funny, Beth, right before I knew you were going to ask that. I already knew. I could feel the push. I feel the push out. There's a lot of energy in Maui right now. So let me go ahead and tune into that. I'm first going to ask, why are they experiencing the push out? So they said it's time to go. There's something about eventually there's limited resources, more people, more pandemonium, more, just feels like there's more people there and there's less resources. There's also this inability to have kind of like a sense of freedom that you've wanted. It feels like things are tightening up, whether it is financial or just feeling like you can't really do what you want to do out there. So I am getting a yes. It does feel like it's time to go. Hold on, let me just get some more information on it. I'm going to ask if this is happening to a bunch of people. How is this affecting the majority of the people on island? You know, it's interesting. It's like turning into the brackets of like super rich and super poor. Like that's the energy of Maui, and I'm just feeling that. And so it's pushing a lot of people out. Even though there's people coming in, it doesn't feel like it's as much as people are going to be leaving in the next few months to the next couple of years. Also, I still pick up a lot of the natural disaster energy there. So it's not going to happen like immediately, but there's still some things there. And there's also like the essence and the vibe of how the island was. It's just changing so fast and so rapidly. And in a way, it's wanting people to leave. It doesn't like the hierarchy of super rich and super poor. The island's getting very angry about that. And it's just creating a lot of emotional chaos within the land. Does that make sense? The land is not happy. There's also this dreary feeling there. I'm also picking up that a lot of the ancestral energy is trying to put people in a depressive state to leave. Because it is in a depressive state. But I'm seeing like the energy go and weave in and out of people. So Beth, how are you feeling about this? Yes, you queen, and you'll be the last person. So queen will be the last person that can get a reading today. Quiet queen. Beth, you still there? Yeah, and you guys have a lot of opportunity. So, when you guys come back, there's a lot more opportunity for growth. It feels like everything's getting stunted there. So, yes, you're on the right path. Good work, Beth, for being super intuitive and knowing what to do and trusting your gut. I like it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close your records, Beth. And Beth Latte's Akashic Records are now closed. Texas is great, by the way. I just got a yes on that too. You're so welcome. Making the big move. Hey, we got Maui when it we got the good energy back in the day, didn't we? It was a really special time to live there. You're so welcome. All right, Miss Olivia. Olivia in the house. Olivia, go ahead and give me your last name. And just to keep it clean, we'll just keep it in text mode today, guys. Because I am a little bit on a time schedule. I do have a session after this. Awesome. Got it. Nice to see you, Miss Olivia. I'm going to go ahead and tune into your records here, and while I'm tuning into them, go ahead and ask anything, and you know that the more details you give me, the better the reading will be, because that's how the records is. It's like a spiritual Google. It's a little database, if you will. So you can ask any question about relationship, career, life purpose, unconscious patterning, making a big move. You can ask literally anything. Just give me some details about your situation as well, and we'll hop right in. All right. I'm calling in Olivia Anderson's spirit guides, masters, teachers, loved ones, higher self, and higher vibrational beings to come support Olivia Anderson's Akashic Records reading. And we thank you for this universal wisdom for Olivia Anderson's highest good. Olivia Anderson's Akashic Records are now open under God. Olivia Anderson's Akashic Records are now open under God. Olivia Anderson's Akashic Records are now open under God. Okay, and Olivia, go ahead and say the first name of the person, if that's okay. Because I want to tune into a few angles of this. Thank you. So I'm going to go all out here for you. All right. Oh. Olivia Anderson's Akashic Records are now open. All right, we're going to get Cole here, and then we're going to get Olivia here. Well, when I look at the soul perspective of both of you looking, I'm seeing you looking at them, which means your attention is on them. You're interested. Your soul is really big. You know what you want. You know why you came here. And there is this solid, like, focused yet feminine energy coming from your soul. And then when I go to Cole's soul, he's kind of looking around everywhere. He feels a little disoriented. He doesn't have any footing. He doesn't know where he stands in this world. He doesn't know his purpose. He doesn't necessarily have a direction. And when you have someone that doesn't have a sense of self or direction, they tend to take on the energies of the world and end up creating kind of an identity through their external. So this is something that they're concerned about as a soul. Let me go ahead and go down into the human perspective here. You're looking at him, you're kind of waiting, your hands are up in the air. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go to Cole's human. He has his head down. He feels kind of like, and he's like facing towards you, which means that there's interest, but he's also looking down. And it's more of this feeling of, he doesn't feel like he is worthy of the connection in a way. Why else is he looking down? He feels ashamed about his predicament and his situation. He may not tell you that, but there is a sense of that going on. He feels a little bit less than. And a part of him there's this feeling that he just wants to hermit and kind of seclude himself from not only like your situation, but any situation. He seems like very like closed off and kind of like wanting to hermit. Okay, let me go ahead and ask, what is the purpose of this relationship? The Akashic Records, what is the purpose of this relationship? You're his teacher. But the thing that I'm getting is he's not quite ready for it. And also, I'm going to go ahead and tune into your... You have so much to share and so much to give and so much love. And you are truly ready for a commitment. This person doesn't seem like they're ready. I know that you said that to me before, but how would it be beneficial for her to stick around? What would be the benefits of her sticking around? You know, this is a time to see a process that somebody is going through and allowing them spaciousness and watching them evolve through it. But also I'm getting from your higher self, she's like, I don't have all day. Like, she's kind of like, you know, I have a life. I want to do this. I have a mission. I know what I want. So there is this like combative energy within you because there's that, you know, this is something I can learn from, but at the same time, you do have a mission and you do know what you want. So based off of the energy that I'm feeling, there seems to be a lot of resistance with staying. Like, there's going to be a lot of patience. It might be like a temporary stay, but your soul is ready to go. Like, she wants to do things, she wants to execute, and she's looking for a partner that has that same energy, vitality, and focus on the relationship and on life and on purpose. So based off of that energy, you have free will, you can make the decision. But what I'm feeling is this is going to be a lot of work and your spirit is getting restless. So with that being said, how are you feeling, Miss Olivia? This feels like it'll take a long time to come, like, and there is a possibility that it may not happen. Like, it may not turn into a fully healed situation. But you are here to teach. Holly, if I have time, I'm going to do your reading. But if I don't, because I have a session after this, I'll just refund you. But Holly's the last person to do payment, guys, just a heads up. You're so welcome, Olivia. Awesome. And you have a choice. Know that any choice will bring you to your path. And then the last thing, Olivia, is it's go time for your soul. Like, it's go time. So waiting is kind of also going to be like resistance feeling. You're going to feel like you want to do these things. And there's going to be kind of this like wait energy coming from this relationship. You're so welcome, Olivia. I'm going to go ahead and close your records. Olivia Anderson's Akashic Records are now closed. All right. Next up, we have Crystal in the house. Crystal, go ahead and say your last name for me, please. And as I'm opening up your records, I want you to think of a question or a topic, anything related to anything in life, purpose, love, career. Thank you, Crystal. McElveen. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay, here we go. I'm calling in Crystal McElveen, Akashic Spirit Guides, masters, teachers, loved ones, higher self and higher vibrational beings to come support Crystal's Akashic Records reading. And we thank you for this universal wisdom, for Crystal's highest good and for the highest good of all. Crystal McElveen's Akashic Records are now open under God. Okay. By the way that you formatted all that's amazing. Thank you so much, Crystal. All right, let me go ahead and see. I'm first going to ask, what is holding Crystal back from doing altar work and doing her next chapter in spiritual altar work? It's not necessarily an unconscious patterning. I am going to try to get into that a little bit, but first it's directing me into timing. It's all about timing right now. And there is a specific group of women that you are here to help. And what I'm seeing is a lot of them are tying up loose ends. They are quitting, like there's women that are quitting their jobs. There are women that are getting divorces. There are women that have spiritual awakenings. And there's a lot of these women, they're tying up loose ends. They're not ready for the work yet. And it feels like you're here to help them. And whether this is something that you're personally doing or something that you're going to be doing with other people, that is a lot of the reasons why there's like a little bit of a quote unquote block. It's a timing thing. Like when the momentum moves forward where these women are starting to like get their stuff kind of wiped clean, you'll notice that there is an opening. You'll start learning even more about altar work. You'll start getting all these channeled messages. And also, there is an ancestral change up. Like your ancestors, they're there. They're with you, but there's also what they're doing up in the ethers is changing too. They're getting different missions and they're getting ready and organized as well. So there's two aspects going on. You have them and then you have these women. And so a lot of transitioning energy right now. And so it's important for you to rest because now I'm seeing like the messages, they have energy that's coming into your system and into your home. And it may not be easy to comprehend it with, a spiritual practice physically or with words right now. But there is a lot of energy and a lot of activation happening with you. And so it's important to just let it be. It's helping you release a lot of energy that was appropriate for the time. But because there is a new energy coming in and a new purpose and a new work, it needs space to clear out some old and bring in some new. What are some unconscious patterning that there it is. The unconscious patterning is thinking that you're not doing something right now. Everything that you're doing, whether it feels really human or kind of just like laying low or I need to know more, it's like, let it just settle, let it integrate. The unconscious patterning is thinking that I need to do more, that I need to get more information, or that I need to get started, because you're already started. It's happening. It will happen. It is happening. This is just a big purpose, and it needs a lot of spaciousness to collect energy. And they gave me a nice analogy for you, Crystal. It would be like it would be like someone that's like, I'm going to build a whole city, but they want to build it tomorrow. They want it to be all built tomorrow. Like, you have a big purpose. It's being built energetically and it needs time. So there's no unconscious patternings. The only thing that's getting in the way is feeling like what you're doing isn't a part of the work. Crystal, how are you feeling about all that? I call that getting Akashic. You got Akashic, girl. Oh, Ethan. 1, 2, 3 prophets. There is something that's going to happen at the end of the year. Yeah, there's something that's going to happen like fall time where there's forward movement. It does feel like that based off of the current energy that you're sitting in currently. So without our energy shifting, if it all stayed the same, it feels like something is happening around like August. Yeah, everyone's working through things. And I appreciate you letting me do this reading for you, because you have some very strong ancestral spirits with you that command a lot of work and attention, and they're just asking for you for like a little bit of spare time, just a little bit of time, and they're going to give you a lot of messages. The energetic messages coming from your ancestors feels like that's going to be happening really close to like the next month. You're going to get more information and you're going to be able to read and understand what's happening. 1 to 2 months. And then that physical like movement feels like later in the year. But that is know that time can change, like predictions can change. So it's good for you to tune into that energy on a regular basis. One just went through a divorce. That makes sense. Awesome, Crystal. Well, thank you for letting me read you. That was a joy. They are very, they're strong, girl. I'm going to go ahead and close your records. No, you are. We're both amazing. All right. Crystal McLeaven's Akashic Records are now closed. All right, thank you. The bee. Oh man, that's awesome. All right, Miss Courtney. Courtney, I'm going to go ahead and open up your records. I want you to go ahead and ask your question in text. Whether it is, you can ask anything, Courtney, you know this. It can be about purpose, career, relationship, unconscious patterning, clarity and direction on any event in your life, moving to a new location, anything. And the more details you give me, the better information I get from the records. Mind you, I can use psychic and mediumship, but I like to stay in the records as much as possible because it's pure, it's clean, I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and tune into Miss Courtney. Your heart chakra. I wanted to know what that is and how to prevent it. What is it? how to prevent it. I feel like something's being projected or attacked. Okay, before we even open the records, let's talk about that. If you ever feel like you're being projected, or it's being projected or attacked, if you're feeling like you're being attacked, know that the best way to deflect that energy is to not be scared of it, to not give it fear, to not feed fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, insecurity, all of those energies. That's how, and I don't believe in like negative and positive entities. I just think we all have a job, you know? Those energies give those entities a job. You're giving them a 9 to 5 to hang out, and they're getting paid with vitality, with prana. So just know that, like, the more that you sit in your power, your conviction, and you know that you're full of love and that you're taken care of and you're being supported and that the essence of all creation is here to take care of you, nothing can mess with you. The more that you live in these higher vibrational states and you know that you're being taken care of with conviction, you see even how I'm talking, it's like this big white bubble, nothing can interfere with it. So I just wanted to say that before I even got into your records, because it's literally, that's all you need. And it does take a second to change the mindset. Don't think I haven't been in your situation. I have. And it took a while for it to work, because I had an insecurity. I'm like, is it really gonna listen to my words? Yes. Once I really sat with it and I had conviction, it just all went away. Okay, so let's go ahead and tune in. I'm gonna get specific now. Also, anger, the other thing, really quick, one more thing, anger can also keep them around. So you can say, get the hell away, but then laugh, just like Angela did. It's always good to laugh. It diffuses everything. All right, I'm calling in Courtney Lawrence's spirit guides. Masters, teachers, loved ones, higher self, and higher vibrational beings to come support Courtney Lawrence's Akashic Records reading. And we thank you for this universal wisdom for Courtney Lawrence's highest good and for the highest good of all. Courtney Lawrence's Akashic Records are now open. Ooh. The first thing that I got, Courtney, is your throat chakra is really tight. And the more that you vocalize what you need in the moment and know how much love is here to support your spiritual awakening and your activations, this will help alleviate a lot of suffering. And then I asked, why is she being attacked? And it said, you're not being attacked. You're being seen. Things from other dimensional spaces can see you. Your light is on. And when your light is on, you have to bring in the conviction. Why is her heart chakra hurting? Oh, it has nothing to do with being attacked, by the way. It has everything to do with like a detox. Your body is changing vibration, is changing frequency. And when that happens, you'll notice that There are ailments you never felt before. There's detox, like aches and pains and sweats and different types of sleep patterns. And what your body is doing is it's shaking off this kind of like coal dust, this soot. And there was a lot of soot in the heart space, and it's draining out. It's just leaving the body. And as you feel it leave the body, there's a lot of attention towards it. And because you have such a strong consciousness, when you're bringing attention towards it, it gets stronger. The pain gets stronger because you have this beautiful and strong consciousness to you. You can create anything you want. And so the more that you focus on it just changing, it's healing, it's alleviating. It's old energy leaving that is no longer serving you, and appreciating the sharp pains or the pinches. And everything's going to be okay. And also the other thing that I'm getting is there's a lot of solar flares. This is just me personally. You might notice there's an uptick in this in solar flare activity, and we had 2 in the last 2 days, and they were pretty big. So I feel like you're very sensitive. You have a very similar kind of frequency as I do when it comes to clairsentience, felt sense. And there's an uptick in activity during the solar flares. All right, Miss Courtney, how you feeling? Caitlin, I have my maxed. I'm maxed out today, but for future references, Caitlin, you can just go to my link in bio, scroll all the way down, you'll see Venmo and PayPal, but I have to go today. But the next time I'm doing a live, that's how you schedule in. You're welcome, Courtney. Nothing is here to attack you at this moment. So that wasn't even in the field. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close Miss Courtney's records. Courtney Lawrence's Akashic Records are now closed. Good to see you too, Katrina. All right, Miss Angela. Angela, go ahead and put your last name in text for me, please. And then go ahead and ask any question on any topic. Go ahead and give me some details on the topic as well. It helps me to get more Akashic information. Obviously, it's Reyes. Oh. All right, I'm calling in Angela Reyes' spirit guides, masters, teachers, loved ones, and higher self and higher vibrational beings to come support Angela Reyes' Akashic Records reading. And we thank you for this universal wisdom, for Angela Reyes' highest good and for the highest good of all. Angela Reyes' Akashic Records are now open under God. Angela Reyes' Akashic Records are now open under God. Angela Reyes' Akashic Records are now open under God. Okay. First, I'm just going to go in really quick because I feel like this will be a quick fix. How can she release the drama with the in-laws and the possessions? Your husband is going to come in a second. He's just hanging out. They are going to be running around mentally and they're all going to try to sift through things, get things done. Like, they're all trying to do their thing, and they're running around like a bunch of clowns, to be honest with you. It's like watching a disaster. And what they want you to do is just to pull out of that energy, witness it, and there'll be a moment where it's time to take action, but it's not going to be something that looks or seems stressful. It's just that time that you take action. So for instance, if they're all trying to get emotional and talk to you or get on the phone or say this or say that, it's like none of that matters. There is going to be a period or a time where it's time to do like an action, like sign something or pick something up. And that's all you need to focus on. You know, they're going to try to play mind games, it feels like, and they're all a little greedy. Like, I'm feeling greed or possessive, and just let them build their own disaster is what I got. And let's see here. Your husband shooed them away. He's like, don't even worry about that. He's funny. He seemed like he had a good spirit. Like, he was really funny. He's also showing me this chair that he used to sit in. He loved this chair. And it also felt like he had like, I don't know, he's showing me things. He's like, I'm really funny, but not everyone got my jokes. Very jovial spirit. Feels like he worked really hard. He wants you to celebrate his life, and what they're doing is not a celebration. It is quite the opposite. And so what you can do to kind of just make the energy feel right, there's something about going to the ocean. He really wants you to go to the ocean and also get, like, there's like a trip that he wants you to do. Like, I feel like you know what this is. What should Angela do right now after the passing of her husband? The sirens. You're here to take care of yourself. And this is a part of a regrouping. You're regrouping who you are. You're stepping into a new chapter. This chapter is going to be about the dance of life. Your dance of life, your chapter, what it's going to feel like to be in the world, feeling like I'm picking up like this lady that's dancing, like the dance of life. She feels so good. She knows who she is. She's the life of the party. When she visits people, she's like, oh my God, how you doing? Having a good time. And it's all about being in the energy of celebration. If you do tarot at all, it's like the 9 of Coins kind of energy. Yeah. So he wants you to step into your queendom, girl. It's time to be a queen. You already are a queen, but there's a new layer coming in, and dealing with the family stuff. You're going to get exactly what you need from that situation, whether you interacted or not. All right, Angela? All right, how you feeling, girl? He wants to see you flourish. Like, he wants to see you getting like into the biggest joy queen energy you possibly can be in. And know that he's with you. You know, usually a masculine would be on my right, but it feels like he's very devoted to the feminine. So he's coming from the front side of me and into the left, which is feminine. Oh. Well, Angela, thank you for letting me read your energy. You're just an amazing soul. I'm going to go ahead and close your records. That's awesome. Great. Angela Ray's Akashic Records are now closed. You're so welcome. And Angela, I would love to sit with you for a whole hour because he has a whole lot to say. I'm like cutting him off and I feel kind of bad. I'm like, sorry, it's a mini reading. He did like this like jokingly like fake storm out, like he stomped his feet, but he's smiling as he's stomping his feet. Awesome. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go to Miss Holly and then I gotta get going. Holly, go ahead and yes, he is. Holly, go ahead and ask your question. It can be, you know what it is. You read the records. Absolutely. Let's go in. I'm calling in Holly Alvarado's spirit guides, masters, teachers, loved ones, higher self, and higher vibrational beings to come support Holly Alvarado's Akashic Records reading. And we thank you for this universal wisdom for Holly Alvarado's highest good, for the highest good of all. Holly Alvarado's Akashic Records are now open under God. Holly Alvarado's Akashic Records are now open under God. Holly Alvarado's Akashic Records are now open under God. All right, Miss Holly, I'm waiting for your question. All right, how can Holly handle all the changes in her life and trust the moment, the experience, and the universe? There is a certain state of frequency that you can get into that allows you to stay in the energy of trust. And it's asking for you to sit into that state of consciousness throughout the day. There are parts of your day where I'm seeing you like really mingling with people and talking to them. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing. But their state of consciousness is a little bit on this, 3D plane. Not all of it is at this higher vibrational state of consciousness, which requires, you are required as a soul, not required as a soul, let me rephrase. Come on, guys. To be able to trust, you have to be in that higher state of consciousness, because when you're in that lower states of consciousness, which they're not that low, it's just 3D, there starts to be that mind pull of, okay, but this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. When you're in the higher state of consciousness all day long, there is no what ifs. There is not the fear of being, I'm going to go back into my past experiences. You're sitting in the energy of the universe of unconditional love. And in the energy of unconditional love is trust, faith, joy, abundance, progress. And so when you notice that you have these thoughts, take it as a sign that you're in a lower vibrational frequency or a lower state of consciousness. There is nothing wrong with being in that state, because that is how, it's natural to match our environment, match the people that are in our environment, match the people that are at our job. So what they're asking for you to do is to, even when you're talking with those people, stay in your connection. Feel the energy radiate, feel it coming down into your crown chakra, breathe into the energy, and allow the records, allow the universe to support you energetically, and then shift the energy and the vibration of the connections you have with people throughout the day, instead of you lowering down to their state of consciousness. And I'm also getting like TV or social media, like the same thing. Every time you look at a post, you have such a beautiful empathy about you. You just meet the person where they're at, and you see everything they're experiencing. But what that's creating is that lower vibrational consciousness that brings you into the old you, the old versions that you're scared of, that create anxiety, fear, doubt. All right. How are you feeling about this, Miss Holly? So that's the goal. You know, that's it sounds really simple, but putting it to practice, just coming from experience, that I had a similar message a few years ago, and it took a second. And I still have my moments. But I think that's beautiful. It really highlights where you're at on your spiritual journey, and they wouldn't give you such a big task if they didn't think you're ready. And it's a very big responsibility. All right, Nicole. I'm Holly. Sorry, I saw Nicole's name. Holly, I'm gonna go ahead and close your records. Holly Alvarado's Akashic Records are now closed. And as I'm closing your records, your higher self was doing like a dance with like a moonwalk. That's great. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. She's so funny. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I'll be back, and I love you guys so much. Have a blessed rest of your day, and know that, hey, we're doing the live intuitive event this Friday. Each live event that we do is in my membership. This weekend, or this Friday, we're doing the Akashic Reiki channel messages from your guides, from the Akashic Records. And it's just like the ones in Clubhouse, and it is in my membership. So you just go to my link in bio and join. And we'll be doing a really awesome Akashic Reiki transmission. All right, love you guys. Bye.